Everything they tell you is a lie. Money doesn't work the way they tell you it works. School doesn't work the way they tell you it works. The things they tell you to do to get rich, like get a mortgage and just pay that off after you pay off all your student debts, is never gonna make you rich. It's all a lie. Think about that mindset. You have a finite number of human years. You are going to die, that is guaranteed. There are people who want to die and leave no mark. Your primary objective as a man should be, during this lifetime, to leave a mark that will be discussed. Hopefully a positive one. That's your goal, right? Your goal is to be such a fantastic version of human that everybody talks about your upbringing, everybody talks about your parents, everybody talks about your lineage, is to make children in your image. So when your children are fantastic, they then discuss their upbringing, meaning they discuss you by proxy. Your mindset, your views, your ideals to be propagated into the future. Isn't that the exact fucking point of being alive? What else is the point of being alive? They have emptied your heart and emptied your spirit and emptied your soul of all of the things you used to know you wanted. The innate masculine desires have been replaced by garbage. All you've ever wanted is a woman who obeys you, who won't cheat, who will be loyal, who is desperate to give you sons. That's all you've ever wanted. And now feminism's convinced women that they shouldn't want that, and even worse, it's convinced you're a bad person for wanting it. What's the point in all of this if it's not to leave a positive mark in the world? And what's the point in having children if they're not going to replicate you? Which means you have a duty to your kids to be as fantastic as possible. You are too cowardly to do the difficult things which must be done to garner respect from allies and enemies alike. And you are going to be forgotten. You are never going to be remembered. Your sons will never wake up every day thinking, I have to be as good as dad. I have to try harder. You want to be respected, especially by the people close to you. You want to work hard. You want to make money. You want to have a woman who's obsessed with you. You want to have children who respect you. You want to provide for all of them. You want to be feared by your opponents. You want to be respected by your allies. That's it. When masculinity is more needed than ever before to protect families and protect society, they're decimating it in real time by the slave mechanisms, all with the goal of emptying out the cups. You are a glass, and they're trying to empty you out, get rid of every single drop of water so they can fill you with poison instead. You have to be empty before you're filled up. Think about the things that even make you smile nowadays. Is it a woman telling you that she couldn't leave you? Is it a woman coming up to you saying, it doesn't matter what you do. I know you keep having babies with other women because you want so many babies. I just can't leave you. Does that happen to you ever? No. Does she even listen to you? No. Do your children look at you like a superhero? Do people fear you? What makes you happy? Video games, sports teams? Going to a concert? What if you make enough money on crypto to buy a Lambo and then fuck some whore everyone's fucked? Does that make you happy? Are you a man now? Are you a real G? Did you get a cigar? It's all fucking gay. This is why I quit drinking. People often ask me, Andrew, why'd you quit drinking? Because I have things to do now. When I was younger, the world was a very different place. 10, 15 years ago, the entire world was different than it is now. I don't feel like I've gotten older. I feel like the world has actually genuinely changed. And now we're in an age where the oncoming enslavement is so palatable. You can feel it, you can smell it, you can touch it. All you can possibly be doing is preparing for war. I'm a billionaire with unlimited finance who can do anything, and I spend most of my day training, making money, and educating my sons on how difficult their life's gonna be. You have a lot less money and resource and capability and fame and knowledge and intellect than me. What are you doing with your time? You should be dedicating even more time to these things than I am. What are you doing with your time? Be honest. Going to the bar. Whoa, a girl! You're always going to feel empty until you just admit what you really want. And the beauty of it is, you can't believe that these things are owed to you, because they're not. The beauty about it is these things must be earned. People say women are ruined and feminism's destroyed them. It's true. Women are ruined to the point that their standards are now much higher. You can get a woman who will dedicate her life to you and trust you completely, but you have to be that guy. And you can make money, you have to be that guy. And you can be feared by your enemies, but you have to be that guy. Things have changed. The difficulty has been turned up. The winners will get higher scores than ever before. The losers will be decimated in real time. The Western world is collapsing. Slavery is coming for everybody. And you need to at least be perspicacious enough to see all of this coming and indefatigable enough to work endlessly to do your best to resist. And your primary objective should be to have enough sons who will go into history and
become fantastic enough for them to discuss who their father was. My father is still talked about every single day somewhere on the internet, not only because of his achievements, but because of who I am. The most common question I get asked by men is, why am I unhappy? And the answer isn't an answer they like, and I'm going to tell you all one more time why you feel empty and unhappy inside. It's because you deserve it. It's because you're a loser. It's because you haven't tried hard enough. Because you're not significant enough. Because that hole in your heart will never be filled by the garbage and asinine bullshit you're doing with your life. Because nobody respects you and women don't pine after you. You don't have endless children from endless supermodels. You haven't achieved enough. Your name isn't respected. You're a fucking nobody. If I was you, I'd be unhappy too. And you deserve that unhappiness. And that unhappiness should be endless fire and motivation for you to do whatever it takes to get ahead. If I am outworking you and I'm already at the top of the mountain, how do you expect to ever get up here? At the absolute highest echelons of human achievement, I am still outworking you. I am not distracted by the things you're distracted by. I've got a huge head start. And if you ever want to feel truly content in your heart, if you ever want to look in the mirror and understand no matter what they do to me, if they put me in jail, if they attack me online, if they lie about me, if the BBC prints bullshit, if they matrix attack me, if they take my money, no matter what they do to me, I'm still that guy. It's only going to be achieved via hard work.